In video, structure is half the battle. Get that right, and you get all the fans and customers you desire. But get it wrong, and everything is harder. You don't get views, you don't get fans, and you don't get clients or much of anything, because structure is such a huge part of what gets people to watch your videos all the way through. Why do some people have structure that causes their videos to soar into the wild blue yonder, and others, well, others just lose control before they ever get off the ground? You know, it doesn't have to be this way. Let's find out how to give your videos a structure that makes your market lean forward instead of clicking away. Now here's the problem, and I see this every single day. Most people's videos get under 50 views. You can't get to critical mass that way unless you talk to all 50, and how likely is that? Get the right structure, and it will quickly build your views and your list. Then you're off to the races. So if your videos aren't getting a lot of views from your best potential clients, you're probably getting the very first part of structure completely backwards. Hi, I'm Steve Washer, author of The Video Brain and Chief Education Officer at Audience Builder's Blueprint, the complete video marketing course. After this video, I'd love for you to go to brainyvideo.com and get your own free, high-powered video marketing quick start kit. You know, when I first started online, my videos were getting very few views, even though, well, I thought they were outstanding teaching videos. And that was the exact problem. They were, but they were lousy coaching videos. And the coach video is the one that will take your message from drab to fab. The main problem is that most business owners approach their video like it's a speech. They introduce themselves and state their qualifications right off the bat, as if all those people in the audience are sitting in neat little rows far from the exit doors, waiting patiently for your lecture to begin. But that's not how it works. In fact, these nice folks are sitting with their mouse hovering over the X out button while still hoping for something valuable from you. So we've got to do a few things first before we can shift your video into high gear. Number one, do a quick outline of your teaching. It doesn't have to be word for word, just a few ideas in sequence. Number two, while looking at the outline, write down the juiciest, most immediate result your viewer will get by walking themselves through your lesson. And that one, write word for word in exactly the way you want it to be heard. Now, let's get ready to do this thing. Open up PowerPoint, or maybe Keynote, one of those programs you're 90% likely to have on your hard drive already. Then open up the following sites: presentermedia.com and 123rf.com. These sites will allow you to download animations and clip art and photos for as little as $1. And if the idea for paying for artwork gives you a tummy ache, head over to Creative Commons, where you can get some amazing images and video for free. Now, open up a timer app on your iPhone, or just put your Rolex into stopwatch mode. What? It can't do that? Well, finally, open up your favorite editing program. I'll use ScreenFlow. Okay, now that you're all set up, you're ready to take this life-changing step. You're going to create something now called a cold open. A cold open is when the video starts with no fanfare or introduction of any kind. It's just the promise of what your viewer is about to learn and why it's so important to learn it. It should be focused on one easy-to-understand concept and not take you more than a few sentences to explain. All right, here we go. I'm using Keynote, but you can do this in PowerPoint just as easily. Open up a template and make it 1280 by 720. Choose a white background. Now, while looking at the word-for-word description of your outline you wrote, break it down into just a few bullet points. Next, start your stopwatch and read your cold open introduction. We need to know the timing because we need to bring in some graphics that will create an interesting juxtaposition to our words, and we'll be changing them frequently. Hopefully your text comes in at around 30 seconds. Let's take 30 as our example. We'll change the image every 5 seconds. For a 30-second video, we're going to choose 6 images. Build your animations using the on-screen controls. Now record your animation. Next, import your animation into Keynote or PowerPoint. In video, structure is half the battle. Now, start recording. In video, structure is half the battle. Get that right and you get all the fans and customers
Keynote
will play
desire.
back your narration, and you can manually advance your slides so that everything happens at exactly the right time. Now, just export the animation to your favorite editing program, and you've just created an audience-riveting cold opening. Now you just have to create a few more animations, 9 to be exact, and then marry them together in your editing program. Now, at no time were you ever actually on camera, but you can still attract your ideal clients because you have the right structure. You know, of all the things that I've shown you in the last year or so, showing you how to do structure is the trickiest because when I put it in a video, my own videos structurally tend to fall apart. So I decided to create a small but intense training program to show you exactly how to get rock solid structure in a coach video. This is all brand new training. No one's ever seen it, not even the members of Audience Builders Blueprint or the Video Brain Trust. If you'd like to get your hands on this training, well, there's nothing you really have to do right now. It will be ready around Christmas time, assuming, of course, we're all still here after 12/21 and the world doesn't end. But I do think that this will be foundational to your having success using video marketing to build your business. So watch out for more lessons on the Coach Video between now and the end of the year. And that's it for me for now. For bringing you a lot more fans and a little bit more of the good life, this is Steve Washer with BrainyVideo.com.